Hi, this is Graham Jeacocke. Several months ago, and it's flown by, there was a man on YouTube, and his name, according to his profile, he goes under Godless Engineer. Now, he stated quite firmly that I am very angry. I have anger issues. Well spotted. Now, the question is anger justified? Okay? Now, I'm sure this man knows who E.T. is, and his a very famous line, "Phone home." Now, was E.T., right? Was E.T. saying he's wanting a direct line into his physical home? Like, I live in my physical home. So, like, you know, when you open a phone book and you go down the line until you meet the name of the person you want to phone at their house. Is that what E.T. meant when he said, "Phone home"? No, he was saying, I have to contact my planet because that is my home. That is where I originate. Equally, Miss Godless Engineer, the world is my home. It is my house. I reside in it. I am part of it. You are part of it. We are all in the big house we call Earth. Now, to give more credence, right, with someone historical, Jesus Christ. Okay. Now, Jesus was angry, okay? But you have to understand where Jesus was angry. Jesus was angry inside the temple. And the temple under Jewish definition is where God met with humans. It is the house of God. Now, if you are in your own house, Godless Engineer, and someone puts their dirty shoes on your sofa, would you get angry with them? Now, that is what the money lending scene is all about. When he saw people abusing the how they dealt with people, they manipulated people, and it was all done through the money. Now, you condemn me for being angry in my videos, okay? But the earth is my home, okay? So I have the right to question the activity on what goes on in my home. Now, what's so hard for you to understand about that? I mean, you see, I think you're misjudging me. I do not claim to have a high IQ. I do not claim to be more educated than all the people out there. What I do is, in fact, I boast of reasoning and logic. Because I put reasoning and logic into everything I do. I don't condemn people. I condemn lifestyles. For it is lifestyles that bring down good humans like yourself. You see, it is your lifestyle, Godless Engineer, to eat food in an unhealthy way. Now, I don't attack you the way secularism wants me to attack you by labelling you, "You're obese, you're fat." You see, I do it like a sports coach. I attack the lifestyle because you expose what the lifestyle does to a human being. For example, Wayne Couzens in the UK. Wayne is a unfortunate victim of his lifestyle. The prosecution has to expose the lifestyle of Wayne. If you want Wayne to acknowledge or even begin to say he's sorry and change, he's going to have to change his heart. And secularism doesn't know the method on which you can change a person's heart. And that is where the sad irony of atheists because they read the Bible. Now, time and time again, you see characters that were extreme, and it was God that changed their heart to be something better than they were before. And a fine example, right? What's that Beatles song from Harrison? 'Cause I'm the tax man. Now, I'm sure everyone's familiar with the story of Zacchaeus, the tax man, or the tax collector. He was hated by his people. Because, do you know why? Because he got money from them and charged them more than they should have. But what happened to make Zacchaeus, or Zacchaeus for short, different and change? Well, Jesus saw Zacchaeus up in a tree because Zacchaeus had heard hearsay evidence of a man called Jesus. Now, when you have hearsay evidence, right, you can do one of two things. You can ignore it, okay? But you can also confirm it by trying to find that very person that all this hearsay evidence is offering a person. You see, people said, oh, did you hear what Jesus did? Did you hear? You see, atheists are so quick to judge. They say, that's hearsay. Well, you haven't confirmed it's hearsay. You know what's that phrase you have for people? Innocent until proven guilty. Well, hearsay is innocent, perhaps, until proven wrong. And Zacchaeus is a good man because he wanted to confirm it for himself. So that is why he got up into that tree when Jesus was in a particular area. And Jesus looked up at Zacchaeus, and Zacchaeus had no choice but to look at Jesus. I would have loved to have seen that. And what happened was, Jesus wanted to go to his house for tea. Now, I've just watched a video, okay, of Paul McCartney on the radio. I can't remember the chat show host's name. It's a famous one. But the title of the video is Jesus came to the house of Paul McCartney, or Paul McCartney invited a man called Jesus in. And it got into the whole debate. Well, that man could have been schizophrenic. I just said, I said in the video in a comment, well, the chat show has a complete lack of compassion, because haven't many rock bands, or whatever they're defined as, had members who were labelled schizophrenic. I remember that what's that? The group Pink Floyd. I don't know the name of the member, but I read that he was schizophrenic, and he had to leave or something because of his actions. But yeah, but the man who called himself Jesus, right? I want to know what happened to that man. What did Paul think he was schizophrenic to the same level as a man in Pink Floyd? Did his behaviour give him away, or are all cases of schizophrenia different? I don't know, because I'm not a psychiatrist. But I'm losing my way here. Anyway, I'm not losing my way. I'm trying to focus on the point I want to. The question is, if I can remember it. Jesus changed the heart of Zacchaeus the tax collector. Right? That is the only way you can get a person to acknowledge his guilt. You see, Zacchaeus the tax collector, in our modern world, if we were to apply our modern way of thinking, Zacchaeus the tax collector would be a criminal, surely, because he took more money from the people that the law gave him the right to do. Now, this is why Jesus has hope for people accused of a crime in the law courts. You know, if the defence gives the opportunity, the lawyer represent the defence, right? You have a criminal and the defending lawyer, or whatever he's called, or she is called, or it is called. That defender of the charged person has to give the opportunity of Jesus Christ to Jesus. You have to give the opportunity for that man to hear Jesus Christ so he can change his heart, because you're going to continue to get conviction after conviction in the police force, or by the police, recorded by the police, right? And you're going to get the crimes offended and officially condemned by the law courts. If the lawyers in the law court, do not give the option for every person to read about Jesus Christ, because Zacchaeus, the tax collector, a criminal, is the way out for a better society. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, bye for now.